Hey YouTube, Urban Holiday Ninja here. Nah, just me, Doyle. And this is a special episode of Doyle's DVDs to usher in the new year. And as always, special Doyle's DVDs comes with special guests. Darkon and Deluxe. You're not gonna you're not gonna introduce yourself today, huh? Huh, Deluxe?
No.
Good. Alright. So okay. You got pants on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. Good. Alright. So, today's Doyle's DVDs is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The movie. On DVD. Power Rangers the movie was released through 20th Century Fox. Was released during Season 2 and Season 3, somewhere around that area. Originally was supposed to have the original cast, but, as you know, the three went to a peace conference, and we got three new guys. The movie takes place in an alternate timeline, where, ironically, the White Ranger was already there to begin with. Lord Zed was already married to Rita, and some guy named Ivan Ooze was living inside the Earth. The plot of the movie is, technically, they go skydiving in Angel Grove, which is now Australia. Construction workers excavate the tomb of Ivan Ooze, and he gets woken up by Lord Zed and released. Freaking Ivan Ooze makes putties, attacks the Rangers, goes to the command center, kills Zordon, and gets into the command center without a power coin. Then the Rangers go on a mystical journey on being high and seeing shit and fighting dinosaurs and believing they're ninjas and having the spirits of animals, which is technically Jungle Fury 5, like 10 years down the road from there. And they get their new powers of the Ninjetti. And ironically, they get it from some hot Amazon and not the annoying Ninjor. They go back to Earth, summon their new Megazords, fight the Insecticons and Ivan Ooze, kick him in the nuts, and shoot him into a meteor. And then watch fireworks. While Goldar thinks he's the new king of the Dark Empire. So, pretty much, it was just a regular Power Ranger episode expanded to like a three-parter for a movie. I guess. And had weird armor, weird villains, and horrible CGI. And take it from there. Who wants to start this review? I think Deluxe should, since we mentioned it's horrible CGI and robots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I don't know what they did with the budget for this movie. They had a budget, and they spent it on, I'm guessing, the costumes, because we had the Tengus and the Ivan Ooze things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, they were cool and all, but, like, have one. We don't need both. So, that's, like, money spent there. As well as those dinosaurs, which really didn't make sense. I mean, why did those things come to life? I don't really know why.
Well, Adam says it was Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Jurassic Park thing. And I'd heard that they planned on using those rat suits from the Green Ranger, White Ranger crossover episode.
Yeah, which was also filmed in Australia.
Yeah, which was also filmed in Australia. There were a whole bunch of unplanned, planned things that never made it on screen. I've seen some costumes of monsters that never made it on screen either.
Like, they were supposed to have also exclusive monsters, like, from the series, like, just remade.
Yeah, that would have been cool. It would have been cool to have more than one Zord fight. Like, I'm guessing it was the Thunder Zords at the time. It would have been cool to have one of those.
Yeah, because even Zordon says the Thunder Zords are destroyed, and I'm like, we didn't even see the Thunder Zords!
It's pretty lame.
Yeah.
But I did like the suits. Those are pretty cool.
Mm.
They actually look like body armor.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's about it.
And it also gave them back problems.
Oh yeah.
I remember Amy Jo Johnson, like, they said about her that she had to go to the chiropractor after wearing the suit for one scene. Because it, really wrecked her back. And, that's also where, they wasted some money on the skydiving. Jason David Frank put a bug in David Josh's sandwich. They were really horrible to that guy. David Josh is like that one guy we all know that we do shit to. We weren't trying to direct it at anybody. But, okay, so it's now Darkon's turn, I guess.
Okay, I wonder why they decided to take this route to show what Zordon really looked like.
But he was trapped in an internal dimension. How the hell would his body just appear in that goddamn glass case?
I know. And I think it'd be funny if they brought the bars with suit over, because they kept showing it in the TV series, like, but I was on whatever, and then he said bars, so it's like comes back, you couldn't see bars there, but it was hilarious. It said that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I guess that I'm actually happy that they didn't bring back the Ninja Megazord, because that was a piece of shit.
That was a piece of shit. Like, when I saw it in the movie theater when I was a kid, that was cool. But when I look back at, like, what the original Ninja Megazord was, I was like, that's a piece of shit.
I'm also happy when they released the Ninja Megazord on, like, the toy line. It was actually just a remake of the original Megazord, and not the actual movie Megazord.
Yeah, there's another thing about that movie. Why the hell, if the Rangers are supposed to fight with honor, that they kill the villain by kicking him in the balls?
That's pretty good.
Like, isn't that the dirtiest thing Power Rangers have ever done, technically, in America-wise, compared to Japanese, where they always hit the villain in the nuts?
Yep.
Deluxe, how many nut
Yes.
shots have there been so far in Power Rangers, I believe? You probably know. From, like, the, Sentai side?
Die Ranger,
Yeah, Die Ranger.
Geki Ranger was another one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a couple.
Yeah, like, almost every season has, like, 3 nut shots a year.
Yeah, at least.
I mean, I know Kaku Ranger had to have a nut shot. I know usually
Yeah.
anyone who's like a pervert, they kick him in the nuts. So you would say Abba Ranger, they kick that dinosaur in the nuts like a lot of times.
Did it ever happen in Gasuja, though?
Yeah, probably.
Probably Data's Hyper got hit in the nuts and then he was like, remember, I'm a robot. I don't feel it.
I'm just a machine.
And then he's like, I got an evil copy of me. Let's go hit him in the nuts. Which was a really good episode. Oh yeah. When they were also in Australia, they filmed the wedding there. The one where Zed and Rita got hitched. Because I think they used that museum, one of those opera houses, for the fight scene, for all the suits. Which is like so ridiculous in a sense that they had to ship all the suits to Australia to shoot that scene.
Oh, also I think it was weird that they said, hey, let's make another suit for Goldar Zed, and I was like, why? I spend more money on another suit.
Well, I think the Zed suit was really good, but the Goldar suit, why was he a midget? And why did he, not even have a sword?
Yeah, he never did have a sword in that movie.
And what the fuck is Modart, or whatever his name was?
Huh?
The pig.
Oh, damn.
It was like combining Squat and Baboon onto a pig's body.
I really don't see the purpose of Morphin, because he didn't really do anything in the movie, and in the end, he let him appear in the TV series. That was his purpose.
Like, Deluxe, do you have any scans to show us, like, later on? Like, what were these other monsters supposed to be looking like? That were supposed to be in the movie?
I don't know where I saw it, but it was with the... There's a scene where the original actress for Dulcia, like, the first one.
The chick from Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, she's talking to the Rangers and there's a monster in the background. And it looks weird as hell.
Oh, yeah. It was supposed to be like her pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah. And also we know that Adam likes to ad-lib lines. Johnny Young Bosch ad-libs a lot. Like, why is he a frog? Why does he get the minivan? Why the hell does anyone actually care about him? Yeah, think about that. Why do we care about him? It's not because he was a ranger. It's because of all the other shit he did that made him famous and we don't give a shit about because he was a ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what was it? Oh yeah, wasn't Dan Southworth injured for the movie, so Johnny Young Bosch actually cut his own stunts?
Yep.
Yeah. So in a sense here, this movie technically was good, but it sucks in a sense because it was non-canon, where Power Rangers Turbo the movie is a success. Because it was actually canon, but really fucked up because they didn't even have a budget for that movie for most of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, weren't they supposed to go to Africa, but they shot it in Louisiana?
Was there a Jew Ranger movie there?
Yeah.
No, Jew Ranger didn't have a movie their season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jew Ranger never had a movie. Die Ranger had a movie. but Jew Ranger didn't. So ironically, the Jew Ranger suits would be used for the Power Ranger movie, but they'd be the.
In that sense, if there was a Blue Ranger movie, and since it was before Forever, they could have brought over some of the pieces and the Japanese movie if it was ever made.
I don't know. The problem here is that Jew Ranger didn't have a movie, and I don't know what they could have done for a Jew Ranger movie, because Jew Ranger didn't even have a plot. I mean, MMPR had more of a plot than Jew Ranger really did.
Well, MMPR kind of had a. That's what I meant to say. Blue Ranger did kind of have a plot.
No, the plot was only resealing Bandora.
So fine.
But, I mean, then there was that thing about them protecting the eggs, and I remember Deluxe rambling about that for like 5 minutes one night about we have to protect some eggs, and Green Ranger, and other shit that went down, and somebody has a son, and supposedly Satan's really some weird demigod thing that's summoned out of a totem pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, MMPR the movie, like, Deluxe, when did you first see the movie?
When I bought it on cassette.
And Darkon, when did you see the movie?
I saw it a couple of months ago, but I might have actually watched it as a child, but I don't remember it.
Well, I saw this actually in theaters, so, I mean, for me, that's like one of the first movies I've ever went to. So it's one of my most memorable childhood memories. I just don't like the sense that I didn't really remember shit about the movie from, like, when I saw it in the theater, but I remember it more from watching it on VHS and DVD. Special features on the VHS are just commercials for other Fox movies, and the special features on the DVD are that special behind the scenes that would be shown on HBO about Power Rangers the movie. So, I mean, and the original trailers. So, I mean the original trailer, not the stupid, like, 30-second one where it shows the side of their helmets saying coming next summer, like on the Rocky video. That's all I can say. But, there's nothing more I can think about, really, except that it was good, but I don't know. Like, Deluxe, isn't there, like, what do you think I'm trying to think about? Like, it was good, but there was no real consistency at sometimes?
It was good, but it could have been better.
Yeah. Like, there's like something missing in the movie. There's like a key plot really missing in the movie. Since there's no true backstory of why the fuck is there a White Ranger to begin with, the whole story doesn't really go together well. But when you're a child seeing this, you actually think it had something to do with the original series, which it doesn't whatsoever. But now when you know what the whole plot of the movie is, you really don't understand what the hell brought the Rangers together. Like, you know how when Rita was brought out of the dumpster? That's the issue now. Is we had Rita brought out of the dumpster, the White Ranger saga, we had the White Ranger loses power, and we need the White Ranger back. We brought in the 3 new guys after we get the White Ranger, and now we're up to the wedding part. But in between that, we don't know what the true thing was for this timeline, giving us no backstory, no plot twists, no true character background except from their TV show version, which is almost parallel in a sense. But the storyline doesn't keep up true faith for the movie. And since, Ivan Ooze and some of these other villains that were American-made have just some random background story that have no consistency when you look at the timelines of other seasons that are supposed to be parallel in a sense, you try to figure out how they all coexist, because somehow somebody has to know somebody in the universe. If they're all, like, well known throughout the universe. It's like, Lord Zed knows of the Machine Empire, yet the Machine Empire didn't try to take over Earth back in Season 3 or Season 2. It's just one of those things about consistency never connects over a season that's supposed to connect to next season. Ironically, how Sentai does it, it's actually better, because you kind of think it's an alternate time altogether until the team-up movie. Correct?
Sure.
By going as consistent as it can be, you fuck up time. But when you technically make it not kind of parallel, but it's still in the same universe, just anything can technically happen. That's where I'm trying to go with this, with the movie. Is that their version it doesn't sink in well, but it's a good breakthrough in the Power Ranger lineage, the history and shit. Just, if they make a new Power Ranger movie, let it be better than the Turbo movie. Let them actually have a goddamn budget. Let them actually make a story, and let them actually have a plot that goes with the freaking series. Hell, just maybe try to get Toei to give you the rights back to using Power Ranger movies, the Sentai movies, and make them American adapted well enough that you can just cut your own scenes and shit. I mean, seriously. I mean, look at the Turbo movie. We had the good Megazord fight, so, I mean, why... I mean, hell, we got to use the Megazord suit, so, whatever. If we can do shit like that, try. Just make it look well done, not a piece of shit.
I think it's just because during the times that obviously Power Rangers is for kids and everything, so it's like, let's make a movie just because of Power Rangers, the kids are gonna like it. Later on, they might think otherwise, but at the time, it's like, let's just make a movie because we can.
Yeah, that's the problem. They made the movie because they could. But the problem is what the fuck? It's like, freaking Transformers the movie makes more sense than Power Rangers the movie. It does. G1's movie makes more sense than Power Rangers did. That's horrible.
Because G1's movie was canon?
Yeah. Like I'm explaining. Canon. Keep it fucking canon. I mean, what the fuck? Tell me. Tell me. Why? I mean, hey, at least they didn't introduce Masked Rider in this movie, which would have been badass, because Black RX's suit is just so awesome. Yeah, Black RX.
Yeah.
That would have been so fucked up, just a random spotting of him. It's like, hey guys, I'm Masked Rider. Okay. Okay, sure you are. Okay.
At least there wasn't a Beetleborg combination movie.
Hey, at least there wasn't a freaking Cybertron. Oh wait. VR Trooper combination. Let's just say, VR Trooper, the guy who should have been the White Ranger. Yeah. That's pretty funny, though, because I remember Jason David Frank said in an interview how the guy who was the VR Trooper guy got pissed because he wasn't, the White Ranger. He's like, shoulda, woulda, coulda, but you're not. So, ha. Bye, YouTube.